Hi, Scott Lackman from 4510 TV. Today, viewers, we're back in our School Zone, another episode for School Zone. We're going around all the schools in our local Caboolture region, talking to the school principals and seeing what's happening in their individual schools. Today, we're at Caboolture Montessori School with Principal Yvonne Rinaldi. Good afternoon, Yvonne.
Good afternoon, Scott, and welcome to Caboolture Montessori School.
Yeah, thank you. It is amazing, and I'm privileged to be here because you're a little hidden gem here on Old Gympie Road at Caboolture, and we'll talk about that through the interview. But Yvonne, can you tell me where Montessori first began?
If we're looking at Montessori as a approach to learning, Montessori started well over 100 years ago in Italy with Dr. Maria Montessori, and since then, in the 100 years, it's developed into a process that most people admire. Many educationalists are trying to copy, and schools like this little gem particularly have implemented their philosophy and methodology. So Caboolture Montessori School started 20 years ago on this site, and we started with 16 students, believe it or not, to the difference today in just a small number, under 200 students, and very much, as you can see behind me, growing into a fairly large school of 300 students. Large for us, maybe not for schools of 1,000 students, but for Montessori, having an environment where you grow in a community and not expand well over the little family entity is what we desire.
Yeah, Yvonne, there is some building happening in the background, and we'll have some artist concepts throughout the video to show our local people how much you are growing and what that growth means for the school. Yvonne, you're a unique approach to learning and education. I know you follow mainstream curriculum.
Yes.
However, how do you then put your own touch onto learning with the kids?
Well, what we do at this school particularly, we follow the Montessori curriculum, and it's a recognised ACARA curriculum. However, because we know we have students that come in and out of our context, we also align our curriculum to the national Australian curriculum. And the way we do it, though, in the classroom, very different. Yeah. Very different.
So, I'm sorry to interrupt. Your approach in the classroom, would it be fair to say, with the volume of students that you're dealing with compared to the ratio of teachers, that smaller learning environment, that's obviously part of that helps towards the way you present your teachings?
Absolutely correct, Scott. What we do is we look at individual tuition, but we look at how children learn. So it's more their approach to learning that we focus on. And yes, we have classrooms with 25 students approximately and 2 adults, but it's the children that guide how we work with them. So it's really, we follow their needs and differentiate accordingly. And I just want to add one point, because I know that STEM or STEAM, I wanted to just make a note that Montessori is a scientific approach to learning, the whole program. So it's not just about individualizing a little section of learning.
Yvonne, you mentioned the word STEM. Can you elaborate on what that acronym is?
Yes, STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics. And at the moment, I think many educationalists are wanting to call it STEAM, to add the arts part into that acronym. What I would like to say that at Caboolture Montessori School, looking at that particular acronym is really just the beginning of some learning areas, because for us everything is scientific. The way we teach, the way the children learn, the way we approach anything that we do in the school is very scientific. So yeah, I think for us that will be something to develop further, but it's here already and it's here to stay.
Yeah. Now, as we know, with the national curriculum, you still get involved in the NAPLAN testing as such?
Yes, we do. Our students always complete NAPLAN, and part of NAPLAN is also assessing how they cope emotionally. So it's a data collection tool for us as well. Yeah. And yes, I think we've done pretty well. If we can beat national averages, I think we're doing good.
Yeah. Now, success stories of past students of Montessori, is that something you reflect on as well, that maybe individuals are, is it fair to say they're maybe that one step ahead of the rest?
I could look at students, maybe not of this particular school, like the Google group, or people like themselves.
Yeah.
But if I look at our own alumni, I would say that most of our alumni have achieved in the area that they've wanted to achieve. So yes, successful. Uh, some of them are teaching in the school that they went to as high school students. Some of them are teaching right here at Caboolture Montessori School.
Okay.
So yes, really good success stories.
Wow, and that'd be a real generational, the next generation that if they experience learning as a child, and now to be in the teaching environment, I'm sure that that just goes tenfold for the environment that they want to be part of. Yvonne, let's look at the calendar of events. There's a few months left in 2016 for the school year. Do you have events on the calendar to attract families and the students to interact with the college?
Yes, we do. And one really large event is in fact going to happen on the 31st of August at the end of this month. And this is quite a unique event. We have our Italian assembly, we have Dr. Montessori's birthday, we also have a return of our alumni, and they have an open forum for parents to come and enjoy hearing from them their experiences of leaving Montessori and going into the big wide world.
Okay.
So, and of course open days.
Yeah. So check that out. I'm sure we'll have some links back to the Caboolture Montessori School as part of this video promotion. Being part of the school zone, we do encourage for people and families to look around what is on offer for their children's schooling. So talking about the future, how do people enrol, or how do they gain some interest in 2017?
The best option for parents or families to see what we're about is to come and visit us.
Yep.
Come, because you will welcome you open arms and show you around. Alternatively, we have a website. We enroll littlies from 15 months all the way through to year 6, so various environments for these students.
It's amazing. You start from 15 months old as an intake.
Yes, we do.
Explain that.
Our littlies start at 15 months learning with their parent and a qualified teacher how to manage an environment. So they learn how to communicate with each other, they learn what order means like, and we support them in developing independence. So very basic skilling, but very important skills for that age group.
Yeah. Now, with the changes, you go to that grade 6 level, and then obviously the children of Montessori then go out to other high schools and other facilities available in our region. Do you think, like from this environment going to another high school environment, would you suggest that your students become leaders of other schools?
I won't just suggest it, I will confirm that.
Yeah.
Our students not only really transition extremely easily into high school, but what seems to appear to us is that these students take leadership roles. If you look at some of the private schools in the area, our students have achieved captaincy, have achieved top leaders in the community, so they do extremely well.
Oh, great. Yvonne's nodding. You look like a very proud mum of all your students that come through Montessori. So, and I can sense that in just knowing you, and over the community events I've seen you supporting other community events. So definitely a passion. And as you walk into on the grounds of the Montessori, there is a sense of environment and nurturing. And if I'm a visitor first time, hopefully that's a compliment back to you of what you've created here. And I guess for people watching the School Zone episode on 450 TV, stay tuned, because you're growing. And as we've said at the start of the interview, more buildings are popping up, and that growth, is that more the population coming to town, or do you think that's families looking for maybe a different form of learning for their kids?
I guess there's actually quite a few reasons why we're growing this well. One is the results our students are achieving, so achievement levels at Caboolture Montessori School. The other one is, yes, the area, Moreton Bay Regional Area, is growing quite rapidly. But I think there's a feel that people get when they come here, just as you have, that is not it's easy to sell.
Yeah.
It's either there or it isn't.
Yeah, no, great. Really appreciate talking. Yvonne Rinaldi, Principal of Caboolture Montessori School. More details will follow this video. Links to the website, which we can't pronounce, but just having a bit of fun off camera, we'll have those website link details. And I suggest come along, come to the school as Yvonne's invited you. Have a look around, welcome with open arms, and perhaps this is the school for your student in 2017. Thanks, Yvonne.
Thank you, Scott.